Hello guys, thank you so much for switching on for today's episode. Today's episode is basically about our post-match reactions of the Liverpool-Watford game played at Anfield. Another game, another win for Liverpool. It's becoming a thing now, a style, a lifestyle. Yes, so you guys will get more about it in my reaction. The lineups. Liverpool, of course, the rotation policy, a lot of games in this December. Jurgen Klopp went for a 4-2-3-1 formation with Salah leading the line, and of course Shaqiri coming back after his performance against Everton 2 weeks ago. I told you guys, expect rotation, and you cannot keep having the same team over and over to avoid injuries. Gomez and Van Dijk are back at the center of defense for the first time in almost a long time. You remember last Christmas, before he got injured against Burnley, they were together. We kept good clean sheets, considered only 8 goals from August to December, and now they are back, and guess what again? They have a clean sheet together. 3 clean sheets in a row, and the 2 of them have been paired. Well, the last 2 games they did not start together, but Gomez came in for the injured Lovren and kept a clean sheet, which is our first clean sheet in Anfield this season. For Watford, of course, they lined up in similar formation with Liverpool in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Troy Deeney, their bullish striker. Of course, they won't have a chance against Van Dijk, but their bullish striker standing the line for them alongside Sarr and Delefeu on the wings. The first goal eventually arrived on the 38th minute after so many chances Salah had wasted by not even passing to his teammates. You know Salah now, I mentioned it in my last reaction. I don't know why I cannot hate Salah, but at the same time I just want to he just wastes so much chances, but at the end of the day he scores the goal, and of course he's the hero again. If you don't take away the fact that he scored a beautiful goal on the 38th minute, and of course was the same dynamic 3 in our lineup that did it. The pass came in from Firmino to Mane, who ran and passed the ball to Salah, and guess what? He scored with his right foot. Salah scored a wonder goal with his right foot. The second goal came in the last minute of the game, in the 90th minute, and guess who passed the ball to Salah? Origi. It's our lucky charm. Anytime Origi comes onto the pitch, there is a goal, and guess what? Fine, you can say he miscued his shot, but at the end of the day, he gave an assist to Salah, who chickenly, passed the ball to the back of the net, putting it in the middle of the legs of the unrunching defender. I would not say we were lucky. I would say that Watford were wasteful. Couple of times they would have gotten the lead at Anfield or even won the game at Anfield, because Liverpool were not getting the right final passes. They were getting their final passes, just their shooting boots were lost, especially Doucouré. Doucouré lost a host of chances, and I thank God that at that point in time he did not find his right boot to score. There was a couple of saves for Alisson to make, but at the end of the day, they couldn't find their shooting boot. No wonder they are where they are right now. They scored only 9 goals in their number of Premier League games they have played this season, and guess what? It's against them we now kept the clean sheet. There's only one winner there, it's Liverpool. VAR. What? Every now and then, is it that you are against us most of the time? Because people think VAR is favoring us, but it's not favoring us. That Mane's goal should have stood. Shaqiri starting the game, getting an assist would have just been a tip or the icing on the cake. But you chalked it off. That's not even an offside. VAR has done more harm to football than good this time around, because at the end of the day, it just interrupts the play and doesn't make it look good at the end of the day. We keep enjoying the football, but VAR stops, they have to check, and they ruled out the goal. It was an amazing header from Mane to put past Ben Foster, but at the end of the day, VAR decided to cancel our goal. Even this final goal that we scored, they were going to cancel it. I don't know why they changed their mind. Should people have cancelled it now, but there's no way you're cancelling it. The beauty of the goal was there for us to, claim our goal, and we did, and we won 2-0. VAR, please. Firmino. I love you. Yeah, I really love you, and I love the way you play. I think you are amazing. I don't think they should bench you. You understand? But at the same time, we need to call a spade a spade. Firmino, you're not doing well at the moment. I know you're doing all the hard work. You're gluing the midfield and the attack together. But at the end of the day, end result is all that matters. I personally think that Firmino should be benched. I know you guys are saying that my tone has reduced. That I'm being biased because it's Firmino. Yes, this is the same way I would shout if it's Lovren that is doing well as well, and this is the same way I would shout if it's Salah that is not doing well. You get Firmino, you're not doing well, and your average performances most of the games this season has been about 5 to 6 ratings most of the time. That's not good enough. 4 goals, 4 assists in 16 Premier League games is not good enough for you. Salah on the other side has 9 goals, 4 assists. Then Mane has 9 goals, 4 assists. I mean, these trio are the most feared attack in the world, and if we cannot score many goals and you cannot be involved as well, I don't think it's good enough for you. Firmino, please try to, get your game back, get the goals back, and keep firing. In the meantime, I think Origi should keep playing. Thankfully, we are traveling for Club World Cup, and you'll probably get a rest, and Origi will play for us. But please, Origi would do well in your absence. In the 60th minute, almighty Gini was substituted for Robertson. I mean, I was scared because I really hope it's not a long-term injury. The way I'm seeing it, I think it's an hamstring injury, which is about 2 to 3 weeks injury. But hopefully we'll have Gini. I'm not sure he'll be able to play in the Club World Cup next week, but hopefully we'll have him back before the new year. If we don't, then we are in for it, because we have 2 glasses of champagne on our bench in presence of Keita and Chamberlain. But hopefully Gini will be back. He's our workhorse. Fabio is not there. We need him right now. We can't leave all the job for Henderson to be done. Please get to us soon, Gini. We love you. So for the player ratings, Alisson, I think, is getting back to his best. I mean, he's been rusty because of the hamstring injury he had earlier in the season, and he's coming back now. He's got 3 clean sheets in a row, the first at Anfield this season. Alisson, you did so well. I'm giving you an 8 for that performance. I mean, you did so well. Couple of one-on-one stops, and distribution was really good. Trent, I think you did well. Your deliveries were not the best today, but at the same time, I cannot criticize you too much. You're 21 years. You've done so well since you come into the side, and today's game was not one of your best, but I think you did well. You handled the level properly, and you can of course do more good. I think the Club World Cup came at the right time for you to have a bit of break, and I hope you do well. I'm going to give you a 6. Gomez, I mean, starting with Van Dijk for the first time this season at Anfield, and we had a clean sheet. Gomez had loads of blockings to do, a lot of clearances, the interceptions. It was on point. Little concentration where he lacked a bit, but of course we know that Gomez's game is still growing. He's still a young lad, and it will grow. It will keep growing as long as he keep playing with Van Dijk, and he will keep learning as well. Gomez, I'm going to give you a 9. Van Dijk, I mean, you've raised your standards so high that whenever you do things that ordinary defenders do, I mean, they bought somebody else more expensive than you, and he goes about week in, week out with a lot of mistakes, but they don't still criticize him as much as people try to criticize you. Van Dijk, you did have a superb game, but I mean, to your standard, you did not have a superb game. To other people that look up to you, you had a wonderful game because you kept a clean sheet and a couple of interceptions as well. Van Dijk, I'm going to give you a 7 for that performance. That was not your best performance. Milner, makeshift left back. I mean, you got a yellow card. You did, work us. I mean, after signing a new deal, Milner has a new deal. Yay! Yes. So after signing a new deal, Milner, played in well in the absence of Robertson, who was rested for the game. Milner, I'm going to give you a 7 for your performance. It was good. You did the job tidy, a couple of rough challenges, but at the end of the day, you got the job done. We had the clean sheet. Even moving back to the midfield after Robertson was subbed on, you did so well. Now, my midfield 3. Henderson tried to do that Gerrard pass again, and this time around, Salah flopped his lines. Good one, Henderson. I mean, you've been a wonderful captain so far this season, and hopefully at the end of May, you would leave the trophy for us, for our long-awaited trophy. You did so well. I'll give you a 7. Gini Wijnaldum, I'm sorry you had to go after the 60th minute. Sorry the injury was there, but you did so well during the course of the game. I'll give you a 6. Shaqiri, you could have gotten an assist if not for VAR, but we don't expect fireworks from you every now and then. I mean, the little magician, the technique is there, the ability is there for all of us to see. I'm going to give you a 6. My front 3. Salah, of course, you are taking the headlines. 2 lovely goals, amazing goals, keeping your run going of scoring or every now and then. I'm going to give you an 8 for the performance, but that was not your best performance. You lose chances too much. Salah, please and please pass to the teammate that can shoot at the back of the net in the favorite position for them to score. Don't try to do it all alone, but I'll still give you an 8. Firmino, as I said earlier on, Firmino, that's not one of your best performances, and I think you should do well. I know you did so well to have located Mane for the pass that led to the first goal, but I think you should improve on your finishing, and of course your first touch is becoming a bit rusty. I'm going to give you a 6. Mane, willing runner, willing performer, so unlucky that his goal got chalked off. But at the end of the day, he still got the job done, got an assist. At least he helped my fantasy, even if I'm sad that, his goal was chalked up. I'm going to give you a 7. Man of the match for me was Joe Gomez. I mean, young guy in the side against Van Dijk. He marshaled the defense very well. Yes, couple of little lack in concentration, but at least that can be, erased from that performance. The next game is going to be in the Carabao Cup against Aston Villa. Quarter-final against Aston Villa. I mean, it's going to be managed by our assistant manager, of course. It's not going to be managed by club because the team is traveling to Qatar for Club World Cup. Yay! I mean, we lost this trophy in 2005 and we cannot afford to lose this trophy. We don't know who we are playing yet in the semi-final. We'll get to know much later. But see you guys after our Carabao Cup game against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Now, as for the Club World Cup, we are going to Qatar, as I've said earlier. And guess who's celebrating? We. You know why? Jurgen Klopp is our manager for the next 5 years again to 2024. Jurgen Klopp, that's like the best, is our best signing of the decade. I mean, he has transformed this club. I had a tweet, trending on Twitter right now, which says that I remember when I used to go watch Liverpool and I'll actually go and buy film for the person that showed the football only for me to watch the match and we'll still lose the game and I'll be sad. Rival fans, shove it up, shove it up, shove it up, shove it up, shove it up. Yeah, enjoy us while we are enjoying our moment as well. You guys had yours, let us keep enjoying ours as well. So see you guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at this09, on Instagram, Anfield Bloodline. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully Leicester and Man City drop points this weekend too, so we can keep going top. Alright guys, see you guys later.